Today, I'll be uncovering one of the most innovative tools of all time, and it's no other than Google's NotebookLM. Google is among the leading AI firms globally, and to be honest, this is among one of the best tools that they have released for quite a long time because it completely blew my mind off. NotebookLM, also known as Notebook Language Model, is a great tool for creative projects, consisting of a cluster of productivity features that stands out, like audio overviews, video overviews, slide decks, infographics, and a lot more. And all this can be generated officially from texts, photos, videos, links, PDFs. For someone like me, NotebookLM is quite a game changer because I easily get bored of reading long novels, no matter how interesting it might be. But with NotebookLM, it just makes everything more interesting. So even those old novels that I probably found boring before, I now found that interesting because I could easily just upload them as a form of like PDF into NotebookLM, and it's going to translate that into creative visuals, and you're going to be able to, you know, like literally watch what you had to read like thousands of pages for. You can just watch them under maybe between 5 to 15 minutes video, and just have context of what the book's talking about. If it's a book that you're not really sure whether it's interesting or not, you can put it into NotebookLM and you can see the summary and know whether you should read it or not. And for students, they could literally like snap maybe they are reading like the notes and they found some of them confusing. They could literally snap those particular parts, put it into NotebookLM, and you could translate it into creative visuals or on your audio overviews, and they could, get more context of it. Okay, so right now we're going to dive deep into it, and just hang around. You could access NotebookLM through multiple routes, but my favorite route is through Google Apps. You could also access it through your favorite app stores. And it was built with Flutter, my favorite framework, of course. Alright, let's get started. We'll start by creating a new notebook. So you can see options that we have. You can upload your file, PDF files. You can upload link from website. You can get files from Drive, and you can get copy text here. I would like to get link from an article, so that's what I'll do now. I'll copy this link and I'll head back over there and paste it in here. And now I will insert. So it's processing it now, and you can see how fast it was able to process it. It's you get your you'll get the context processed based on the size of what you uploaded. If the size of it is like too large, it's going to take more time. So it depends on the amount of the size, the capacity it will take. So we're going to refresh this, reload it. So as we reloaded it, you can see that it's showing more details here. Yeah. So now we are going to apply the features. For this tutorial, would explore 4, and you could check the rest during your free time. There are about 9 features here, and they're all like really cool. So I'm going to start with video overview, which is for me my favorite. And you can see here that we have explainer and brief. Yeah, so I will always go with explainer because it talks about the whatever thing you're sharing in a more comprehensive manner. But for this video I'll go brief because I'm trying to I'm working with time. Then I also choose. Then you can choose your language here, and I'll select English, and you can choose your visual style. And the visual style it gives you the content based on like it gives you visual. It generates the visuals based on what you select. And for me, I wish go with auto select because um it will use the appropriate visual for what is generating. Yeah. So you don't need to click this, but if you want to click, you can go with this. But I'll just go with this. And this you can describe further prompt on what you want it to focus on. So I can just say, okay, ensure to lay progress of this update the period. But for me, most times I leave it blank. If I'm not leaving it blank, then I might just say, okay, make the video longer because I always love longer videos. But for this, for this context, I'll just like this and we generate it. So as you can see, the video is currently being generated. So we're going to wait. So it generates the content based on the context, based on how long it might be, or based on how long the one you inputted is. So we're waiting for it now. Okay, so our video is finally ready, and you can start to download it, share it, or you can play it live. I'll play it now, but before that, let me just show you how you can share it in case you want to share with other people. You can click share here, and you can, if you want to share it with specific people, you can add their emails here. Yeah, you can add the emails here. Otherwise, you can decide to just share it publicly for anyone that wants to have access to it. So you can click this link here and write anyone with the link. Yeah, anyone with the link here can have access to it. So it does be like copy link to video overview, and you have the link here. So with that, you can share it to those people later. Yeah, so that's it. But for me, I personally don't want that, so I'm not sharing with anybody right now. So I'll just take it back. Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to playing the video. So we're gonna play it out and see how it is.
Okay, so 2025 was a huge year for AI. It didn't just get smarter, it started doing things. And this quote, it just nails it. AI went from being a tool to a real partner. So think of it like this. AI went from a tool you use to a teammate you can delegate to. What powered this huge leap? Well, it all came down to smarter, faster AI models. The pace of innovation was just relentless, ending with the super powerful Gemini 3 family. Now, this is where you really see the progress. The jump in just one generation is pretty wild. Get this, the new Flash model is better than the last generation's Pro model. Incredible, right? And our top model, Gemini 3 Pro, it just smashed all the records for AI reasoning. Okay, cool. But what does all this power actually do for you? Let's take a look. Basically, AI became your assistant. It started getting stuff done for you, proactively. It's a huge evolution. It went from just assisting with code to actually collaborating on it. And you saw this new AI pop up everywhere, making your favorite products way more helpful. But this is bigger than just personal tech. It's about tackling humanity's biggest problems. Remember AlphaFold? Well, its revolutionary impact on science just kept getting stronger. Get this, 3 million researchers are using it. That's how you accelerate scientific discovery. And that progress is happening in so many other huge areas, from science to climate to health. For instance, our new weather model generates forecasts 8 times faster. That's a game changer. Now, with all this incredible power comes a huge responsibility to build it safely. So we've evolved our safety approach to handle the risks of these much more advanced models. And Gemini 3, it went through the most intense safety testing of any Google model, ever. But we know we can't do this by ourselves. Working together with others is absolutely key. So yeah, looking back, 2025 was the year AI learned to think and act right alongside us. It really makes you wonder, if it learned to think and act this year, what's next?
Wow, that was honestly quite incredible. So you can imagine that we literally just turned an article into these visuals within just few minutes. You can imagine how it would have been like if you were to hire someone to get this done. You can imagine the amount of work and effort the person will have to put in, the amount of charges the person will have to charge you to, you know, filter out this article into these comparing visuals. Like honestly, this is quite a it's quite a leap in progress right now in 2026. Honestly, like Google has really Google has really been quite a game changer. Like this is why they are currently among the top leaders in AI right now. This is so awesome. This is so incredible. Yeah. So and that's why this is my favorite feature. I really love it so much. All right. Yeah. So that's it about AI overview. This is just a very simple video. I just made it 2 minutes short because I didn't want to take much of your time. But you can literally use explainer feature, and with that you can expand it to even longer. The highest I've been able to do with explainer is up to 13 minutes. It's not really easy to like me now. I would honestly like Google to make their videos to up to 30 minutes. Yeah, honestly, I love to watch videos. I love visuals on different things like novels and the rest. Yeah. Okay, so we'll move over to the next now. Alright, so next we'll go to audio overview, and it typically contains four options between deep dive, brief, critic, and debate. Deep dive is a conversation between two hosts. So usually there's like a female and male discussing about the source of your or what you want to discuss about. Then the brief, this one is just like a quick dive into the discussion. Then there's critic, it's like a criticism of an expert review of your sources, so that it will help you to improve your material. Then there's a debate, like it's usually between two hosts about like one of them would like be supporting of what you're talking about, then that person would oppose it. Yeah, that's what it's about. Then so for this context, I would go into deep dive because that's my favorite among all of these, and I like to keep it short. Yeah, because of time, and you can start to choose your language and show what the host should focus on. Then so we're going to generate it. All right, so it's currently generating the audio overview. All right, so as you can see, we have successfully generated the audio overview, and we have options to play it or go interactive mode. If you want to, I would choose to go interactive because with interactive you can hear the conversations, and you can also like button. You can also like tell them some things, and you can discuss with them basically. Yeah, so I'll go interactive. Let's watch how that works.
Looking back at 2025, it feels like uh, the whole vibe shifted.
It really did.
We stopped talking about AI as this shiny tool you pick up to write an email.
And started treating it more like electricity or water. It became a utility.
Right. Stopped being something you use and became something that just runs in the background.
That's the perfect way to frame it. I mean, if 2024 was about teaching models to see and hear, 2025 was about getting them to actually act, to think and explore.
And the scope is just wild now. We're going from a Google researcher winning a Nobel Prize all the way
to a creative model called Nano Banana.
We are absolutely getting to Nano Banana, but first we have to start with the big brain upgrade, Gemini 3.
Yeah, the headliner.
It's not just smarter in the sense that it read more of the internet, right? It's the reasoning that's honestly, it's a little scary.
It is. I mean, they threw it at this benchmark called humanity.
Hey there. Want to share your thoughts on this?
Well, I'm also very very excited that you mentioned Gemini 3. Can you tell me like the difference in upgrade from Gemini 2 to Gemini 3?
That is a fantastic question, and it really gets to the heart of why 2025 was so different.
Absolutely. We had Gemini 2.5 back in March, and then the big jump to Gemini 3 in November.
The core difference is reasoning and efficiency. Gemini 3 Pro is just their most powerful model. ever.
It moved beyond just handling massive amounts of data to actively solving problems that require deep abstract thought.
Right, they tested it on things that truly challenge human level intelligence,
Like a nightmare benchmark we were just about to mention called Humanity's Last Exam.
which is designed to trick AI with abstract questions. It's stuff you cannot just look up.
You definitely can't just look it up on Wikipedia.
Exactly. But Gemini 3 didn't just pass that test, it cracked it, redefining multimodal reasoning.
And it set a new state-of-the-art for frontier models in mathematics on the Math Arena Apex.
Wow. So you can really see how exciting that is, right? You could literally generate all this from articles, and you could hear them discussing, and you can literally like jump into it and also discuss with them. That's so fantastic, honestly. Yeah. All right. So next we're going to go over to slide deck, and slide deck for me is like your AI PowerPoint. Yeah, it's literally presents slides in a visualized manner. So we have two options here. We have the detailed deck and we have the presenter slides. I always prefer the presenter slides because it show you a clean clean deck of visuals. Yeah. So we'll default, and I'm not going to add any context here. I've just generated. All right. So we're waiting for to generate. All right. So we've generated the slide deck, and we're gonna add a slideshow of it. So you can see how beautiful this slides look. It's just like I said before, AI PowerPoint. It's like PowerPoint generated with AI. You know, PowerPoint visual generated with AI. So we can slide by using our cursor keys to move. You can see different relevant details of our article. Honestly, this is just so incredible. Honestly, like you can literally use this for your presentation from AI. It's so interesting. Instead of like going over the stress of like doing it yourself from scratch, reading it from yourself from scratch. All right, so that's it. And you can go out from here using the escape key. Okay, so for now you're going to work on the last, in this context, infographic. Yeah, you can generate infographic. And my favorite is detailed here, the level of detail, and I don't want any prompts. You can also choose your orientation. For this context, I'll go with landscape generated. Okay, our infographic has been generated, and once again we can choose to download it if you want, or I can just open it and show you. Okay, as you can see, we have generated an infographic of our reports. So this is just so interesting. And we have the whole stuff here. Yeah. Alright, so that's it for that. I just want to download this for my own personal use. Okay. Alright, so before we move on to the next, we did 4 out of 9, so you could over time by yourself. You can just explore the other ones. You can check mind maps, reports, flashcards, quiz, data tables. Most of these would be very helpful for students. Yeah, for instance, as a student, you can send some pictures of some of the maybe you're revising for an exam, and you can send some pictures of the people you're using to revise for exam into these and generate quiz from this, and you can answer questions to test your knowledge. So yeah, it's quite trivial, it's quite interesting. So that's for that. Okay, so I'm also going to talk about another thing you can do with NotebookLM. You can also use NotebookLM in Gemini app itself. So for that we can go to add files, and you can see the NotebookLM option. Then we can select the file, the specific notebook that we want to add. So in this context, we add this, and we can choose the tool that we can use to generate the image. For this particular context, I will choose Canvas, and I'll be like generate an infographic of it. Okay, so now you can see that we've been able to generate an infographic of our article from Gemini app without even opening NotebookLM. You can see, right? You can see and it just simplifies the analysis in an easier way. Yeah. So this is just so cool. Like, the capabilities of NotebookLM is like literally unlimited. I'm sure that Google will keep on updating it over time. Yeah, so this was quite fun. And the final thing I would like to talk about is that if you look at the top right corner of this site, you'll see that you see a pro tag, yeah, which means that I'm a pro subscriber of Gemini, one of Gemini plan, which you can access from Gemini subscriptions here. So basically, NotebookLM is available for free, but you will get more benefits if you go for a premium subscription. And there are different plans available for this. For instance, in my former firm, while I was working there, they subscribed to like Google Workspace, so I could have access to like further more benefit from the firm. But if you're an individual and you would like to try out like different plans, they're like a ton of available options here. They're like Google AI Plus, they're like Google AI Pro, they're like Google AI Ultra, and you can see the benefit of what you could get from them. For instance, here at the free user, you can have access to research and writing assistant, but of course you can get research and writing assistant with more audio overviews, notebooks, and more. Which means you'll be able to generate more audio overviews. You'll be able to like create more notebooks, and as a pro user, you have even 5 times more audio overviews and notebooks and more. Why as an ultra user, you have the highest limits. Yeah, so depending on the one that you can afford, and you can decide to go for them. Yeah, so that's it. I don't really advise that anyone should use the NotebookLM app for the mobile app for the meantime, because when I tried it myself, I noticed that it is kind of limited. It doesn't have access to like video overviews, and you can't download some certain stuff in PDFs. So it's really better to use the one on the web. The web, you can literally have access to like things at the maximum level. Yep. Okay, so I urge you guys to visit NotebookLM at your free time, and check it out at different things that you can do. Like I said, you could upload PDFs, maybe novels. You could upload links, even YouTube link. You could upload videos. You could upload pictures. You could upload even text, and like convert them into like different amazing features here. Yeah, so at the free time, just explore this, and I will be expecting your feedback in my comments. All right, guys, it was nice walking you all through NotebookLM. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one. Bye.